In this video, I will show you how you can build your real estate business and get more leads for free by using Yelp. Now, this was inspired by a question from an agent on the team here at my brokerage, and she asked whether or not the brokerage has its own Yelp page or if she should have her own Yelp page. And the short answer is she should have her own page. Every agent should have their own Yelp page. The long answer is going to be this examination of a case study that we're looking at here, this profile that gives a good idea as to how you can build a Yelp page that's going to help boost your business. Now, I know this agent personally. He's a great guy. He's a successful real estate agent. And I know his backstory of how he was at a brokerage years ago, left that brokerage to start his own, needed to build momentum and build his business. When you start your own brokerage, of course, it's a startup. You need all the momentum and marketing that you can get. And I watched him do that and build a successful business. And years ago, when I had checked in and watched him grow, and I saw that his Yelp page had well over 100 five-star reviews, I complimented him, and he mentioned that it was a lot of work, but it paid off. So now we're looking at his profile. We'll go through it, and I'll show you things about it that you can adopt to help boost your business. Now, before today, I haven't looked at his Yelp profile for a while, but before today, it didn't have his personal name on there. But maybe because he probably doesn't rely much on Yelp anymore because he's so well established, he wants his name. I mean, after all, he's very easy to get along with. He's a great guy. He probably wants his name to get some of the publicity he's built with this anonymous brand, Downtown Condo Guys, because before it just showed Downtown Condo Guys. That was his business, focusing on condos in downtown San Diego. Now, even if you have no reviews, you should have a Yelp profile. You should have a business page for your real estate business. And the main reason, above all, if you have no reviews, is because if you have a website, so many agents get a website, they get an IDX feed, they try to make their website all professional. But do you think any client is going to do a search in Google? They're going to search in something like San Diego condos, and they're going to find your website, your personal or your business website, but your individual website? No, they're not. Because your website is competing with huge companies like Zillow and Redfin and Yelp. And these companies have huge budgets and high ranking for search results. So that's what's going to come up when someone does a search. Now, your website is not going to compete with that. But what you can do is you can embed your information in sites like this that do rank, that do come up in search results. And then you can have your website address here, and that's how people can find you. And so you should have a profile with your individual name or your brand name. I mean, he has both here, which is clever. Have one or both. At the very least, create a Yelp business profile. Now, he has services offered here because remember, when someone's searching online, Yelp's going to come up. Now, Google, let's just talk about Google since they're the dominant search engine. When someone does a search in Google, Google is looking through, it has crawled all this data. And Yelp, the benefit of Yelp is the reviews, the content of the reviews, that is the content that's being searched for. So all these reviews that say something like, if you're looking for like a pizza restaurant in this area, well, Google is searching Yelp reviews where people are talking about pizza restaurants in a certain area. It's searching all that text. So I don't want to get ahead of myself. Let's start with just up here. You want to make sure you have your domain name to your website here, because like I said, no one will find your website on a basic search, but they could find you on a search that yields Yelp as a result. They click on Yelp, they're looking at Yelp profiles, and lo and behold, they find your link here to your website. It's also good to have your website URL on as many other websites as possible. That's a whole different tangent, but you want to have your URL to your website. You want to have that published as many places as possible. So now we've established you want to have your name, you want to have your URL on here. Whatever Yelp lets you do to customize your profile, take advantage of it. Do you see how it says 866 photos here? There's something to be said about that. Add as many photos as you can. we have an address here. I mean, that's basic stuff, but let me show you where this gets good. Okay. So there's more about the agent. I mean, you can utilize all the data fields that Yelp asks, and they may make a marginal difference. I mean, add in whatever services you offer, all that stuff. But here's where it's important. And here's where this guy did something quite admirable, quite intelligent in building his business. So he's got his profile here, which is good because now, like I said, these search engines are crawling these websites. So look at this. Buyers, sellers, owners, renters, San Diego, downtown, Balboa Park, along the coast. Okay, so right there, that's already data that is going to be crawled. But here's what really gets crawled down here. We're looking at the reviews. Now, what this person did and what will supercharge a Yelp profile. So let's say you have a basic Yelp profile. You put your name in, you put your website on there, you put your contact info, you have no reviews. Great. You've already taken the first step, okay? But you want to have your profile to have as much niche content as possible. If there's a certain type of property that you sell in a certain type of area, you want to narrow it down. You don't want to be vague like San Diego homes. That's extremely vague. This guy already is saying downtown condo guys. There's something to be said about having it so niche, but it goes even further. Look at the first review here. This first review has his name, condo, downtown San Diego, El Cortez condominiums. Those are condos in one of the high rises downtown. Okay, so and then his brand name here again. So this is great because Google, which listens to some voices more than others, like Yelp, like Zillow, like these Realtor.com, these, just do a web search. You can see right there what comes up first. It's sorting through which profiles to display by keywords like this, okay? So I didn't go into specifics about how this particular agent started building reviews, but I know that in general, what anyone that's building a lot of Yelp reviews on a new Yelp profile, they immediately go out and they ask any former client, anyone they can, to write a review. But even more, you don't want your review to be vague and just say something like, oh, that person was great. You want to say something specific like this. Now, let me just scroll through here. Some are good, and they'll say like San Diego, and they'll say things that fit. This has Little Italy, which is a district within downtown San Diego, real estate broker. Because as you go through here and you're seeing selling downtown real estate San Diego, these are all reviews that help Yelp decide who's an authority in this domain. And then, of course, Google already thinks Yelp is the authority in this domain. So again, his name in here, you go through all these keywords, downtown condo master. There's all these keywords. You get the idea, downtown condo guys, and his name again. And look at this review, by the way. This is a novella. This is a huge review. And all of this, the more keywords are in the review, the more it helps you sift to the top with Yelp. And then, of course, Yelp goes to the top search results for Google. If we take a step back, this is actually quite simple. Think of it as two ways, right? You can build out the basics without reviews. So just look at a Yelp profile from two sides. One is everything except reviews, and then reviews. Everything except reviews, you can do that today. You can go on, create a Yelp profile, upload a bunch of photos of you working, professional photos, all sorts of stuff. I looked at some of his photos. There are all sorts of photos of him having fun, clients getting goofy, eating out at restaurants, whatever. It humanizes, it's interesting, it's visually stimulating to see all these photos of the city and people out enjoying themselves. So you can upload content like that right away. You can upload your name in here. You can put your address, your phone number, your website. Someone searches your phone number when you call them. They do a search. It comes up to this. Now they're looking at your Yelp profile. Do you see how it all works together with the large search engines? Now, you want to build this out as much as possible with all your services offered. And then once you have a complete profile, great. You're already one step ahead. But what really makes it special, and what I think this person did years ago that helped him turbocharge a business and grow successfully was ask for thorough reviews from former clients or current clients. And he's got over 100 here. I think he probably doesn't even have to solicit them because look, there's 152 that aren't even, Yelp has been, I think their filters just on overdrive. It's highly obnoxious because I've had Yelp reviews that are 100% bona fide from clients that have been hidden. It's highly annoying. But that aside, it's not prohibitive. It shouldn't disqualify you from using Yelp. But you can see that he'd have he'd have 200 and something, 270 if they didn't hide 150. The point is that his reviews overwhelmingly are full of keyword-rich content that's going to help him get discovered. Now, I read a bunch of these reviews, and some people just flat out said, hey, I lived up in the Bay Area. I was looking for a condo expert in downtown San Diego. I did a search. Lo and behold, he came up. I saw several reviews like that. Imagine if you just got one deal a year from your Yelp page, just one. And with the commission you could receive from that, would it be worth your time? Anyway, I hope this helps. This was used successfully. This agent's done an admirable job. I applaud him for it. And I do hope that you can learn a little bit from what he did to help build his business, apply it to yours, and grow your business as well. I wish you the best. Thanks for watching.